What up, fuckos? And welcome to the FB and GOOB show. I'm FB.
Hey, I'm surprised. I'm the GOOB. He caught me off guard on that one.
You knew I was ready. Sponsored by the Good Time Tavern of Livermore, California. How's the GOOB?
The GOOB is awesome.
All right, clicky pen. I'm throwing nothing away.
Ah, that was my clicky pen.
It's gone, man. I clicked it once and said, that's going to fuck the whole show up. The GOOB's good?
Yeah. No, playoffs are here. Steph Curry's back.
Not sure.
I'm just trying not to get
Steph
washed.
is back.
Trying not to get washed away.
We're
Like the playoff hopes of the Packers. Just.
Oh.
No, yeah, so I figured we start with that. I'm great. Detroit Lions played a fantastic football game. Most entertaining game I've seen in a long time. For those of you who don't know, my clicky pen is over there. Mm-hmm. And the Packers are not going to make the playoffs after a fantastic run. You got to give them props.
Hell of a run, guys. Thanks to that guy for the clicky pen back. California is a little flooded, a little bit of damage. We got some flood warnings. It's been pretty wet and pretty windy. And I know people that don't live in California are going, shut up, you assholes. It's most of the time perfect there. So, and it's not always perfect here. It's not. That's a lie.
Oh, we've been getting killed.
We're getting
cars
killed.
are rolling away. 26 dead, I think.
26 dead.
They made Oprah Winfrey move out of her house.
Oh.
You know, like when they move rich people around, you know it's getting serious.
It's funny, I smile. Most reason.
Most rain since 1866 in San Francisco for a 1 month period.
It's good. We need it.
Yeah, if we just
rain away.
It all just rolls into the Pacific, though. So, we got to figure out a better way.
Fuck you, Pacific. We're gonna get you.
Taking all our rain.
We're gonna get you, Pacific.
That's right. There's like 5 feet on the mountains.
We're taking you down, Pacific. What is that? Won't that just roll down the hill and go into the Pacific? I mean,
yeah, we got plans for that though. We put all our dams up on the mountain.
Shit goes downhill, right?
Once it gets to here, it rolls out.
Oh, good job. That's snowpack. That's why we need it.
Yeah,
and then we get the water.
We got some plans, but
anything below, I don't know. Let's guess. Sacramento goes to the Pacific, apparently.
Yeah.
So
exactly. Tons of plans.
We always have plans.
None of it helps us now.
We actually had a plan to make a speed bullet train go from San Francisco to Los Angeles, and now it goes to Merced. And you can drive there and get in it. Leave your car in Merced. Public service announcement. Do not leave your car in Merced. So
the speed train doesn't work.
Yeah, that didn't work. So we got lots of great ideas. And we spend lots of money on them, but they don't always work. So, yeah, no. You want Packers? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, no, listen, that plan didn't work either. It was a good plan.
It was fun. I had a great plan. I told you, and I kept saying it, team of destiny. You were like, or team of they hold their own destiny. You were like, no, they need a lot of shit to happen. I was like, no, they need to win all the games. So the one part they didn't do was win all the games, because the thing I suggested, remember when I said, I need Washington to lose to the Giants, and you went, what? And I said, no, you have to understand this game plan, because Washington has to play the Niners after that. So it's defeat, because I told you I thought the Niners were going to win the Super Bowl. This was with Jimmy back, I think. Was Jimmy still there? No, but it was like we were close. Even with Purdy, I said, I think that defense is probably the best defense I've ever seen in my life. So I got that. And then they lost again to Cleveland, because I thought Cleveland's defense is just as good as the Niners' defense on a good day. So another defense that could butt-fuck Washington. So it was the Giants win against Washington, and then Washington has to play Niners and Cleveland. So we lost.
We got beat on the last day. Dan Campbell was insane.
No, I knew that was a bad draw. That was if the Lions were
not a bad draw. You guys just didn't win.
If the Lions were 4-12, we would have beat the Lions. But the Lions, I
don't think so. Now with Dan Campbell in this squad, they came out more ready than you were. The only guy ready on our team was Quay Walker, and he got thrown out the game for pushing a bunch of weird people.
On the week that we saluted every medical trainer, staff person ever in the history of football for what they do and what they've done and what they did on Monday night. And then Quay Walker turned around and pushed him.
Just say, get out of my way, buddy.
I was like, dude, like 5 years ago or last week on Sunday, you might have gotten away with it because he did touch him first. And I was angry about that because I'm like, hey, don't touch my football player. Because he was standing there and the guy went, hey, get out of the way. And he went, hey, dog, don't touch me. And he pushed that guy. And I thought to myself, first of all, that guy's worth $27 million and you're worth $1.50. Don't touch my football player again. Because if you remember that time the ref threw the flag and the flag went through the helmet and hit that guy in the eye? And
Sure.
he never played
Orlando Brown.
Orlando Brown. And he never played football again? No, is that Orlando Brown?
It was something Brown.
Yeah, so he never played football again. So now when the trainer pushes my guy, if his knee tweaked and he fell to the ground, what the fuck does that trainer do? Nothing? Does he get any punishment for that?
Anyway,
so
back to Quay Walker not doing what he's supposed to do.
Devontae Wyatt walked up to the trainer and bumped into him with his chest after he pushed Quay Walker. I thought to myself, what are you two going to beat this guy up in a fucking fight? So it was like, oh, weird. Did you see Rasul Douglas walk through the line?
Oh, yeah.
Take the football, and then when the offensive lineman got insulted and went, "Hey, dude, get the fuck out of here," he went, "No," and he's 15-yard penalty. It was almost destined that we were just honestly just trying to lose that game. It was like somebody said, "Hey guys, we need you to do 5 or 6 really
dumb things,
really stupid things. Can you do those?" Because I've never in the history. Listen. Long time watching football. I've never seen a guy like walk down the line.
The cornerback just walked.
And then like block the snap from getting. I went, what the fuck?
Just like, no, you're not snapping the ball.
My brain was like, well, I've never seen that before. Why did he do that? And then when they said 15-yard flag, I was like, really? Was that a flag for him doing that? Because he must
have we found an answer to that?
There's no answer to stupidity. So, I mean...
So there was no call from the
No, it was a timeout. And he knew it was a timeout. So he was just a timeout. We were icing you. So I'm just walking up and being a bigger dick. But for him to respond with the slap after the offensive lineman pushed him, I thought to myself, dude, if you hadn't have walked your stupid ass down that line, you wouldn't have got pushed, retard. I'm sorry.
No, that was bad.
I was really having a hard time with a lot of the calls in the game. But here's the deal. It was 9-3, could not score a touchdown. Right next to the goal line.
Yep.
Could not score a touchdown. We can't find Mercedes Lewis in the back of the end zone or anybody where there's no trickery. I hope, and I tell you this right now, we're done. So I'm going to give you my hopes. And then we'll end my Packers. Nick's jersey's on the wall already. So we're done right here. This is me done with the Packers unless Aaron Rodgers makes some big, huge drama queen stupid thing. Here's where we go. I expect one more year out of Aaron because he signed a 3-year contract with a bunch of bullshit from last year. So I expect one more year. Plus he's making $59 million if he comes back. So I'm expecting, I know he doesn't care about the money. He said it in his press conference. I don't care about the money. But you cannot end your career losing to the Detroit Lions in Green Bay. That's embarrassing.
Can't happen.
Cannot happen. So
the Lions with heart.
With heart. I hope you masturbate on Dan Campbell's face next year. So obviously, I hope there's no Aaron Rodgers drama through the year because I hope he just comes back next week or 2 weeks from now and go, Aaron's coming back. He likes what he has on receivers. He knows the defense is going to be great. It's just a lot of youth on the defense, and we need a safety. We need to make decisions. So
can he sacrifice one vacation to throw a couple balls to his rookie receivers?
I think you're getting excited. What I think you're going to get is he's already got them now, so when he gets there, they'll already understand. So
he doesn't need. All right, so no skipping vacations.
We're not. I don't think he's going to change himself. He's getting $59 million. That's what he knows.
Yeah,
and I think that I think it'll be a different team. I think the defense will be better. I think when you talk about the draft, we're getting a pretty decent draft slot for all the talent that's in the draft. So 16, 17 will be in that range.
Good year for defense, so you can get even faster on that side.
I think maybe we should look at safety, maybe another defensive end. If you want to get another receiver or a tight end, you could probably at 17 probably get the second best tight end. I'm pretty sure the kid out of Notre Dame who broke his own record this year will probably be gone within the top 12 or 13. You know what I mean? So we're at 18. Mayer. Yeah, that Michael Mayer kid. So he'll be gone. The kid out of Georgia is good, but not the real good one. We got to wait for another year for him. Bauer. He's correct. He's just a sophomore. That's fucking insane.
Oh, yeah, 2 years from now, there's a lot of good quarterbacks, good tight ends, receivers,
draft.
Marvin Anderson,
Probably-
all those guys.
Probably good for the Packers, maybe just to wait for another quarterback in a year, just to back
Start
up.
Jordan Love and go 1-15, 16.
No, Rodgers will come back because he won't end his career like that. Defense will get better. We'll add some good talent because we have better draft picks through this whole year. We do. Usually we get 26, 27, 28, 29. This year we get 15, 30, 15,
Yeah, no
47.
Yeah, mid-round picks.
Mid-round picks the whole time. So I'll take mid-round picks. Aaron comes back. And we're only building a team for Jordan Love. And Jordan should realize that. Hey, Jordan, when Christian Watson...
Or the next quarterback.
Or the next... If it's not Jordan Love, the next quarterback. Whoever it is, we're only building a team for that person. So build the team and let Aaron Rodgers see if he can take the receivers one more year. He's coming up at $59 million, not ending his career like that. I don't think we have to worry about that part. Or you just
Do you have to worry about if he's any good at all?
39.4 quarterback rating,
He kinda,
26, 12 interceptions.
Kind of a down year.
Down
for,
of it, but down.
Mr. Studman.
But I cannot imagine that that's who he is. So, or how he ends it.
All right, so less mushrooms for Aaron Rodgers next year, and he's got the talent and the team to succeed.
Well, I think if he's already signed, he's getting $59 million. I don't even think we need to talk about it. I think if he just came out and said, "I'll just be back. I'm not into my career like that." It took me 4 or 5 days to realize that's not the fucking way I'm ending my career after my legacy. So, and I think that's what you'll get.
Yeah, I'm sad the Niners don't get to beat you in the playoffs because it was lining up so
actually
nicely.
Sitting next to you and this show, I'm quite happy to not have to listen to you laugh at me next week about how you beat me in the playoffs.
Right, but we could have made NBC again. Good,
We could have maybe made the news again.
good
It's
time
very
tavern.
possible.
And
Yeah,
the
good
FB and the
time
Goob show could have been.
Well, I think maybe that's still possible. I think maybe we need to mention it to NBC News maybe in a couple
Maybe
of
there's
weeks.
a Seattle fan in the newsroom.
Well, maybe no, fuck no. Maybe just before the year long episode of us, maybe we contacted people that got us started in the first place, which was NBC News. So
Nice.
there
A
you go.
podcast update.
Yeah, podcast.
Dude, I'll be honest, if they
just an
respond to
update.
that-
Yeah, just an update to the blonde lady who was the announcer that night and said they need to take their show on the road and do something special. I like to that.
Oh yeah, you guys are doing a podcast? I'll be right there. If that
I don't know.
that sounds great.
Right?
We're calling them anyway.
Sunshine. Kelly. Whatever you did the first time, do it again.
Yeah, so Niners are killing it. We play Seattle instead of you guys, which is fine for us.
It's the same outcome.
We've kind of beat them twice already. I don't see them performing a whole lot better against our now healthier and Brock Purdy-led 49er team that has won 10 in a row now.
6 with him. Is it 5
6 with him, in which he's thrown multiple touchdowns every time. Bosa got to 19 and a half sacks, so he did not break Alden Smith's record.
Oh, is Alden Smith hold the record for you guys?
Alden Smith still holds our record for sacks.
Wow, you think that should be a buzz record?
You would, no, I'm sure it will be.
I bet you it will be.
Yeah,
He's got 5 more unchallengeable years left.
yeah.
Like
He missed a few games this year.
we did.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, that always hurts.
So no, Niners looking good. We got Seattle. I don't really want to get into too much stuff right now. I mean,
No, you don't want to. Yeah,
basically our secondary
I can
looks
talk
way
as
better.
much shit or do whatever I want because we're out, but you should probably just keep it calm and cool.
Right.
You look good.
We look good.
McCaffrey, Debo's back.
Debo's back.
That's good for you.
Honestly, the only thing I worry about is the offensive line. A little bit. J.J. Watt got a couple sacks last week, which was kind of cool. I'll be honest. I didn't.
I think I don't think it matters when J.J. Watt was ever going to retire. I'm pretty sure in his last game he was going to get 2 sacks.
Yeah, no.
If it was
Absolutely.
against you or if it was against anybody, I think J.J. Watt was going to get
Yeah, so that was cool.
Doso on the sacko chart for his last game ever. You know, like the motor.
He got 2 sacks. The coach got fired. That's fine. For Arizona.
There was a lot of stupid shit with Arizona throughout the whole year.
That was
the
just,
whole. It was
they
like
just want to crumple that whole year up.
yeah,
and be like,
throw that
nope.
away, and the whole just don't play in your PSP anymore.
Yeah.
Watch out. If does he have a switch in his hand? Get it out of there, you bastard. This is all goofy, weird. He doesn't pay attention. Maybe you're not a good coach. Maybe he's not a good quarterback. It's probably both. Who knows? We'll find out next year when they bring another coach in and it didn't work out either. So
Who
you
knows?
got to play that. If the Niners defense stays this way for 3 or 4 more years, it doesn't matter who's on the. It's like Michael Jordan against the Knicks or Michael Jordan against if the defense is still like this, that division doesn't have a chance.
Our improved secondary with Gibson and Hufanga being a Pro Bowl this year. And then obviously our linebackers and D-line have been solid for whatever. But yeah, having that Shavarius Ward and the safeties coming around. And we're the healthiest have we been. All our linebackers. Shazier's back. Warner's back. Everyone. Greenlaw's back.
And an offense that allows you to rest. So you can go back in the field and kick shit out of people again is also very helpful.
Yep. So that's the Saturday playoff game.
Saturday playoff game. I was shocked
right
that
away.
wasn't first one.
Right away. The West Coast guys
Holy
play at 1:30.
Shit, that's insane. I thought that would have been I honestly would have thought that would have been like the middle game or the morning game on Sunday.
Yeah, that starts her off. So right away, I mean, Niners plus 10's the spread right now. Do we cover?
I don't think Seattle covers. I think Seattle gets destroyed.
Yeah, we're a plus 28 on them after 2 games.
So that's not, it's plus 14.
Yeah, we beat them pretty good.
Yeah, I don't think Seattle covers.
No, I don't think they have much for us.
You know who did cover? Mike Tomlin.
Mike Tomlin.
Another
did
winning
cover.
season. Mike, hats off.
I don't.
Beers
You know what?
to you.
I have no idea how Mike
that's
Tomlin got
Mike.
a 9-8.
Mike, you're one of the only motherfuckers who always covers. What you gonna get? Winning season? Are you sure, Mike? I'll cover again. With a rookie quarterback starting Mitch Trubisky at the beginning of the season, you still ended up with a winning record.
Pick it to Pickens.
Pick it to Pickens.
That's
And I said it last week as a shout out or as I think this is something that is, once again, here comes the Pittsburgh Steelers. Fuck, man. You know what I mean? From Roethlisberger, Terry Bradshaw. There were some years with Bubby Brister and Neil O'Donnell and a couple guys,
I seriously have
Lewis
no
Lips.
clue. Louis Lips.
Louis Lips, baby.
Shit, Cordell Stewart was a quarterback, but that was way before Tomlin. But
Hell yeah, that was way before Tomlin.
fun years though.
Fun years, great years. The Steelers have always been fun.
And now you can never fire Tomlin after making this team, which had some talent, but T.J. Watt was injured for a lot of the year. Fitzpatrick was injured for most of the year.
Offensive line sucks because that running back's good, man. He just can't seem to find a hole to get through.
Yeah, no, 9-8,
So,
solid.
Mike Tomlin, another solid year as a coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Never had a losing season, and I thought this was the one.
Oh, I would have guaranteed it. I'd have bet my house on it if
I would have thought the Packers would have had a better record at the end of the year than the Steelers, and guess what? 8-9 Packers, 9-8 Steelers. God damn. So, go them.
Yeah.
Jags.
Oh, yeah, there was some fun stuff last weekend. The Jags, they made it in.
Made it in.
With their defense, surprisingly.
No, their defense came through a few times through the year, and I quite thought that it's a young defense, and it just went along with the young, exciting offense.
Yeah.
Doug Peterson has a lot of work to do, and I don't believe they're winning their first playoff game. But exciting that game will be. We're going to get there. We have a playoff segment. We just got a couple more shout-outs.
My favorite one of the week is Houston.
Yeah, that's
Lovie Smith
Yeah.
going for 2. I mean, you play to win the game.
It's
That wasn't Lovey's quote, but I think he would definitely live by it.
it's execute Plan 85.
Plan 85.
As Tom Grossi would say in the what the fuck? Why did Houston lose their first round draft pick to the Bears?
You know
I guess
what?
if you're going to lose it to anybody, that's the question. Okay, let's talk about the draft for 1 second. Draft is a long, long time away, but the Bears have the first pick.
Yes, because Lovie Smith went for 2 and got it.
And got it.
And won the game
And
like
won the
coaches
game.
are supposed to.
And took the number
His
one draft
record
pick
looks good.
and took the number one draft pick away from his team. So it's like, hey, dude, what are you doing?
Well, no, he knew he was getting fired.
Yeah, we already execute Plan 85.
Right, so Lovie Smith knew he was getting fired, but he won the game anyway.
But he won the game anyways.
That's part of the Plan 85.
It's brilliant. That's actually a stab in the fucking, nice job, Lovey. That's brilliant. To be
Well, he
honest
didn't
with
want to wait around there either. Like, tie? No.
you. No. Fuck that. I'm not tying. It's win or go home with his loss. Stop us. And the Colts didn't stop him. But Here's my draft question. So the draft.
Bears win.
So now we got the first pick solidified. Bears got their quarterback. We've decided this, right? Justin Field is not a tradable asset.
I believe
Not to pick up Bryce Young.
I believe after that 3-game stretch in the middle
where he
of
just
November,
killed it and almost broke Lamar Jackson's records.
correct.
And they're willing to give Lamar Jackson 5 years, $250 million. So if you don't, the Ravens will trade for him right now because Lamar
No,
Jackson.
Justin Fields looks good.
Yeah.
His arm looks good. His feet look ridiculous.
So now is it a trade possibility now? Now the Bears going to stack draft picks. Are they going to trade Justin Fields? The Bears are in charge. They got the first round.
No, it's a great time to be the Bears. They have their quarterback. They can go get 3-4 second rounders, maybe a first rounder, stockpile, maybe another running back, get rid of Montgomery. There's a lot of things they could do.
Who's coming out of the draft? Did Justin Fields play with any of those Ohio State Buckeye receivers?
Yeah, Jackson Smith's coming out.
Did he probably play with him, right? He was probably a freshman. He was probably a senior. They probably knew each other.
They probably know each other, yeah.
So why not trade? Why not trade to the 4th pick in the draft and get Jackson and get a couple of the second rounds and another first round for next year?
No, of course. No, the Bears are in a good shape to do all sorts of that stuff.
Because Houston wants a quarterback. The most likely, Houston's probably going to take the best quarterback in the draft if he's there, because they're knowing the Bears aren't going to take quarterback. So now that pick becomes Houston goes, well, we're going to get Bryce Young, and the Bears have traded away the first pick to the Indianapolis Colts. Now on the clock, the Indianapolis Colts, and then the Indianapolis Colts go with the first pick of the draft. The Indians have to take Bryce Young. So it's almost like, can you imagine having to trade the second pick for the first pick? Because you know that the 4th people are going to take that pick if you don't make the move.
Yes.
And with the first pick of the draft, the Bears trade to the Houston Texans for the second pick of the draft. And the second pick, the 3rd pick, and the 4th pick, and their first pick next year. And then they take Bryce Young. Fuck. Draft is, we've already started talking about the draft. That's how bad it is for me.
So fun.
That's where I'm going into draft mode.
Niners still don't have a pick next year.
I'm going into draft mode, and he's going into playoff mode. So that's why I'm only bringing it up.
I'd rather be in playoff mode.
Yeah, hell yeah, you'd rather be in playoff mode. Speaking of playoff mode, oh, actually, you know what? One more thing. Hey, wow, what an amazing moment to watch.
Right after the DeMar Hamlin thing, is that where you're going?
Yeah, man. First play after that moment in life is a kickoff.
Naheem Hines returns the opening kickoff of the Bills game for a touchdown.
Yeah, it was fabulous. That was...
Yeah. Rarely do kickoff returns for touchdowns kind of go... jerked a tear a little bit there. I'm like, oh, man.
Is he going to take that back in the first play?
Someone told me there was something weird. Like the last time a kick return happened for the Bills was like 3 years ago, 3 months ago, and 3 days ago or something. All of DeMar Hamlin's number or whatever.
Yeah, you're pushing me on that one.
Yeah,
I'll have to look that one up because if it's 3, 3, and 3...
Maybe it's 3 and 30. I don't know. There was a bunch of threes in it, though.
It's crazy, though. When I saw the threes and stuff like that, being a NASCAR fan, I remember when Earnhardt died. So on the 3rd lap of every race for like a long time, everybody held up 3 fingers.
Right.
Because it was in honor of Dale Earnhardt. So, and I remember for many years holding up 3 fingers on the 3rd lap.
It's going to be a third quarter thing.
You know what I mean? It's kind of like,
wow. Happened in the second quarter, though. Does that matter?
Yeah, it should. I don't think you know. They just did the 3 thing. For Dale, it was just the 3rd lap, 3rd finger, 3 fingers, So, but, yeah, amazing. That was awesome to watch. What's really going to be awesome to watch is this weekend. Because we got playoffs. We kind of talked about that first game of the week, which is that Niners-Seahawks game. If the Seahawks cover, good for you guys. I think you'll see what a true playoff team is, and I don't think the Seahawks are in. I think it would have been a better game, Packer-Niners, but
always would have been.
It would have been a better game. It would have been a better game, probably Detroit Lions-Niners. That would have been. You know what? That would have probably been the better game out of all of them.
That was the team I was scared about. Out of you 3,
yeah, Detroit, because they throw and put up points, and their offensive line is really fucking good. That's one of the things the Lions have
right now.
Yeah, their offensive line is probably one of the best offensive lines of football. So that would have probably been the biggest challenge for your defensive line, which would have left your linebackers a little more susceptible, and which would have left your cornerbacks maybe in their true form.
Yeah, definitely more scared of them than
so the Lions probably was your scariest team. So we got the first game covered.
Niners win. Check.
Niners win. Check. Chargers, Jags. It's the matchup of the two quarterbacks we hope to God are the future of the NFL.
First time for both of them in the playoffs?
Yes.
Yep. All right. Herbert's on the road in Jacksonville.
On the road. Herbert is on the road in Jacksonville, and that is truly an advantage. That's such a long travel. And when you get to Miami, whatever the temperature is, you're just not used to it. Or Jackson or Duval County, you're just not used to it. You know what I mean? You're just like, what is this temperature? I don't understand.
If anyone can deal with it, it's people from San Diego, probably. The humidity is going to hurt, though.
Oh yeah, because San Diego does not. They just have. San Diego just has.
But anyway,
I just
weather aside and travel aside, because they've had plenty of time.
I think it's the defenses show up more in this game than the offenses, but I think Herbert's a better quarterback right now.
I just think with Eckler, there's an extra dimension.
Eckler, well, yeah. What happened to Etienne, your number one draft pick?
Oh yeah, he looks good too, I suppose.
He does look good. I think the two defenses are definitely the matchup in this game, and I think Herbert's probably just a better quarterback.
It's going to be fun to watch.
I think with Keenan Allen, it all depends on Mike Williams. Mike Williams got hurt. Does he play in this game, or does he play well in this game? Because that's huge for.
Correct. Because after Josh Palmer, Chargers have nobody at receiver.
Keenan Allen, Josh Palmer, and that's it.
That's it.
Perriman and Everett. Or Everett, whatever's there. That's who you're hoping on. So, for sure. Dolphins, Bills.
All right, so do we have a pick, obviously? Are we going?
Oh, Chargers.
All right. Trevor Lawrence is not ready.
I don't think Trevor Lawrence is ready. I don't think the whole team is ready. I think it's a younger team. And
Chargers on the road.
I
think that's an upset. Picked by FB.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I do. I think I do. I give that to Herbert.
That's fair. I think, yeah, I agree. After watching Lawrence last week, just airmail like half of his passes. He did not look
Christian
good.
Kirk was wide open in the end zone.
Tons of times. I feel like tons of times he was open. So yeah, Lawrence maybe not ready. We'll see. He's got another home game. We're saying Chargers.
Here's another possible upset, but probably not going to happen. Is Dolphins Bills. I could see the Dolphins just show up for one of those weird games where I'm going to throw for 445 yards and Tyreek and Waddle are both going to get 200 and 3 touchdowns each. And you better be able to outscore 42 points.
I'm going with the Buffalo.
The obvious.
The Buffalo Dolphin flip.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to call it.
Right, we just grabs the back tail fin and
yeah.
puts one percent and crushes them.
I'm pretty sure the Bills are just going to roll in this one.
Yeah, I agree. But it's one of those odd ups. I mean, that one, I don't know, man. That one could go either way, man. It's the playoffs. Where does Tua do? Is Tua play or is Tua not playing?
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. You're just
saying. If Tua plays, it'll be way closer and higher scoring. And if Tua doesn't play, then Hamlin and the defense just shuts down the Dolphins, and it's probably 21-0.
What if Allen has one of those interception games? Because sometimes that MAC West Conference kind of mentality comes back in.
5 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, he still wins.
5 touchdowns, 3. Not if Tua gets 6 touchdowns and no interceptions. Devin Singletary, 2 rushes.
I like how you're trying to give Miami a chance, but they're such a mess right now.
They are a mess.
They got in because the rest of the NFC East
I like McDaniel.
Were more of a mess.
I like McDaniel.
I think
McDaniel is awesome. I think
McDaniel is awesome.
He is awesome, man. And I like the offense. I like the talent they got. I don't know. Bills, probably 42.
According to this guy, Dolphins cover the spread and make it closer than we think.
How about that? How about we just say Dolphins to cover the spread?
Bills are going to kill him.
Dolphins cover.
We disagree on that one. That's cool.
Giants, Vikings.
We're going to flip back. That's the next game on the schedule. Giants, Vikings. This affects the Niners if we win. This is the biggest game.
Well, this is the game of the week. I think this is the best game of the week.
I think it has the...
potential for upset for one. I think there's an upset potential here.
Well, the chance for the most odd things to happen.
Sure.
You know.
Kirk Cousins showing up as Kirk Cousins and throwing 3 interceptions and no touchdowns.
Cozzarella? Man, it's past midnight, Kirk. Give it up.
I'm just saying. I mean, or does he walk down the hallway going, do like that? Do like that? I mean, what does he do?
He gave Justin Jefferson 2 fantasy points last week, so...
Well,
it cost me a championship. Thanks, Kirk Cousins. Now I hate you. And your kicker.
I'm just saying that.
Sorry, I'm pissed.
Kirk could show up. I know you're pissed. You lost.
I lost by 1.
That's not.
I lost the championship by 1 point.
That's a bad. You lost the championship because of the whole everything.
Oh yeah,
that happened in the last 2 weeks. That's where you lost championship. Who knows what the fuck would happen?
Never know.
Nobody knows. So, yeah, I'm excited for the Vikings Giants game. I think that I'd like go Giants. I really. Then I'm just being a dick, but I love that uniform. First of all, I love that Penn State look. That just solid.
Saquon, baby.
The all solid look. You know what I mean? I hope they wear that jerseys too. Just the whole solid helmet, the solid, just I think that game has the most potential for just best game to watch. That's the game you should watch. I think it has the potential for upset.
Yeah.
The Chargers Jacksonville game is not a fucking upset. If the Chargers beat Jacksonville, it's what most of the people in the country expect.
Yeah.
But the Giants beating the Vikings would be an upset, and I think that has the potential for the biggest upset of the week, and I think probably for the best game of the week.
Oh, yeah.
Either one of
I think it's going to be lots of points.
Either one of these teams,
lots of interceptions, turnovers.
Either one of these teams could be a disappointment or it could be a barn burner. So it could be just a total fucking bullshit, stupid game, or like, holy shit, did you watch the Giants win 42-41 on a missed field goal by Joseph?
No, no.
Throwing it out there.
I hate Joseph.
Yeah, I know. He got ruggled.
He did. I did. Unbelievably enough.
Okay, so listen, let's.
Do you have a prediction?
Giants.
The Giants are going to win that. Saquon beats Cuzarella. Because it's
Dable.
After midnight.
What's his name?
Dable.
Dable coaches the game of his life.
Possible.
Gets his boys. He Kirby smarts those guys in the locker room. Those guys come out of that thing ready to kill people.
Kirby smarts them.
Kirby smarts them. They're ready to take lives after that.
Nice.
And like people in the stadium, in the seats, they fear them. Okay, so we've got the Giants win that game. Or do you have? I mean,
next game on the schedule is the Bengals, right?
The Bengals.
The
Bengals and the Ravens.
Ravens.
What's Lamar going to do? He's going to play.
Lamar.
I know what he's not going to do.
He probably will not.
You know what he's not going to do? Ever get a 5-year contract for $250 million ever again.
Ooh. Maybe backups in the year 2030 will get that.
Probably.
It's possible.
I hope they kind of.
He'll never get the.
I hope they slow this down a little. This insanity with the money. Of course, we'll see what YouTube does. Having the contract, YouTube might take this shit to the next level. That's why we love YouTube. Yeah, I don't know. The Bengals are gonna. If Lamar doesn't play, it's a complete blowout.
You don't think Roquan and the improved Ravens defense can't make it a kind of a shorten the game, make it 14-17? Maybe they have a chance.
Is Roquan gonna guard Chase and Higgins?
No, he cannot guard Jamar Chase, nor can he guard Tyler Boyd.
So Mixon probably scores a little less points.
I'd like to not mention Mixon.
So what we're gonna do is if we do a FanDuel or a DraftKings on that game, don't take Mixon because we know Roquan Smith has signed a 5-year extension, and he's ready to kick everybody's ass.
Yeah, or he's drinking margaritas.
He's also ready to.
Joe will just run him over.
He's also ready to allow Lamar Jackson to be franchise tagged, and then cut next year.
Yeah, no, Ravens won't be fun to talk about until next year. They're going to lose this game.
Oh, I don't think they're going to beat Joey Burrows.
Not in the tourist capital of the world, Cincinnati.
Which I have just heard about this. This is brand new to me. That Cincinnati is, and you can thank Stat Guy for that bit of information because neither one of us believe it.
I wonder if they have actual flyers, or they just took Tampa and scratched it out and wrote Cincinnati.
So, and even with the Justin Tucker effect, now we talked about this. Now, the Justin Tucker effect actually exists in this world, and it's an actual true thing.
It's huge.
If you have a kicker that can kick 60-yard field goals,
anytime you
then
want
it's possible. If Roquan Smith played really, 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 really well, and the rest of the defense played really, 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 really well, if Baltimore could at least just get to the 40, it's possible they could win 18-14.
Man, I hate the Justin Tucker effect.
So it's kind of like a butterfly effect, except for the fact that our field goal kicker can kick the ball 65 yards down the middle, every time.
Every time. All right,
And
so
you go.
I still got the Bengals, no matter how many field goals.
Justin Tucker would have to kick like 7 or 8 of them.
I think so. Yeah. No. I have the Bengals putting up 28 points, 30 points.
Right. I would say if the defense played the best game they could, then that would be 24 points by the Bengals, and then Justin Tucker could tie them with 8 field goals, and they could go to overtime, and then
not happening.
Okay. So
Monday night, we got a Monday night playoff game this week,
which is almost like
in Tampa Bay.
The Monday night playoff game to me is almost like somebody up above is making the football schedules.
An extra day of playoff football? Yes, please. Yeah, that's exciting.
This is Daddy's week off from kids, and nobody loves the kids more than Dad. Super Dad, trophy's right there. It's got a blue cape. But to get a Monday night playoff game on my own, just kicking back with a couple beers and no noise. Thank you, Jesus.
Thank you, playoff Jesus. You're the best.
I don't know if there was anybody else I needed to thank today, but thank you, playoff Jesus.
Does Brady have a chance to, do more Brady miracles? I don't see it happening.
Always.
Brady always has a chance.
Always. Brady always has a chance to make you go, I hate him even more.
Man, if I have to hate Brady more, I will not be happy.
Isn't it possible? Is it possible that you hate Brady more tomorrow? Or on next Tuesday?
I don't think
When we
so.
do this show next week, could you look at me and go, I can't believe I hate Tom Brady more?
I think I'm going to fear Micah Parsons more. I think that's what's going to happen.
Well, we said it before, a couple weeks ago. We said defenses turn up in the playoffs, and they turn the level. They just go from medium to high.
We're going to crank it.
We're going to crank it up. And we're going to come kill everybody. It's on, intercept every pass. It's ball, the vision, your eyes open bigger. You turn it. So yeah, we've already said a defense. Now, the Bucs defense 2 or 3 years ago, when it came to the playoffs and all that shit, they turned it up, and Brady got a Super Bowl.
They did.
It was the Bucs defense, not Tom Brady. Just Tom Brady's won a lot of Super Bowls, probably like 3 or 4 out of the 7, probably because at one point in time, at that time, this defense was probably in the top 5 that year too. So the greatest game manager of all time had the top 5 defense of all time, or top 5 defense in that year. Yeah, I won 5 Super Bowls because he had 7 Super Bowls because he had good defenses too. Bill Belichick is a defensive guy, and then that Tampa Bay defense when the playoffs started that year, and they just looked phenomenal. They just destroyed everybody. So, yeah, Dallas. Tom Brady probably gonna get his ass kicked. He's gonna be running for his fucking life if Micah Parsons goes from medium to high. I can't even imagine what that guy's like if he's just trying to kill you.
Correct. Yeah, and like I said, I can't see any possible way that Tampa Bay comes out with this game unless Stephon Diggs bites on 18 pump and goes and Mike Evans scores 6 touchdowns.
Well, if I don't know past Diggs who's better. I don't know how good past Diggs they have. So if they have Diggs on Evans and Godwin and Scotty Miller, that's why you want to count them out. Now you want to count on Tom Brady, but if Diggs, one thing about Tom Brady, and this is the truth, and if anybody watches football, anybody knows, Tom Brady has one of the quickest. Okay, Brady said hike, and how do you throw the ball so fast? I don't know. Scotty Miller for 2-yard pass. So his release is fast. So if anybody else can get open, if they can find an opening at one receiver.
Look, Gronk didn't come back. Tampa Bay doesn't have a chance. It's over.
Dude,
sorry, guys.
Gronk didn't come back, but Otto's there. The Ottman.
No one cares.
I don't know. I was trying to help.
No, sorry, Tampa Bay.
If Tom Brady wins this game, though, don't be shocked. We're going to say Dallas is going to win because we think Dallas' defense is better. And we think Dak and CeeDee Lamb and...
I'll be shocked.
He will shit.
I'll be fucking shocked.
On national TV.
If Brady pulls this shit off.
He will shit himself on the FB and Goop show next week.
I'll wear a diaper. You won't even tell.
For everybody. We'll get through it. I'm the one that has to sit next to the smell, so good for you people. But yeah, so he'll just shit himself. And no, it's going to be a good week of football. I love the Monday night thing. I really do because I always like Monday night games. It's always the barbecue game. It's always to get together with friends after whatever. I love the Monday
Relaxing
night
after the stressful weekend.
So Sunday night games for us. I mean, always being up late on Saturday. Sunday games we're just watching, whatever. But Monday night games, you could plan food for Monday night. So I always like Monday night games because I was planning food because I fucking did everything else on
way easier.
Way easier,
for sure.
So, yeah. So good week. Nick's not so good of a week.
I mean, I can't say it was a terrible week, but they haven't won a lot of games since your boy Barrett's been out.
Yeah, we were 4-10, 4-6 and 10.
4-6 in your last 10. Yeah. No, you had a couple tough losses this week.
We played the Bucks this week. That was a
right
good game, tough loss.
Tough loss. Right.
Good game.
So 1-2 this week. I mean, you're still right there in the 6th spot.
We're in 6 and 7. Yeah, we're in an okay spot. Most of the time, I tell you, most of the time we're in 13, looking inside, going, "Oh, please, please, please."
Yeah, there's nothing really the same. I mean, I'm going to talk about your boy Brunson here in a little bit in the segment that we got going on. But the one question I have is they're talking about Quickly, because you have a lot of kind of backcourt options and
trade out the door.
Would you like to trade Quickly and give your little backup guy more time?
Yes.
Yeah, so trade him.
Yeah.
Quickly's out.
Reddish, too.
Reddish, all right, so you guys can get some stuff and still probably maintain the same team.
How many first-round draft picks do we own? 7?
I have no idea.
Don't we have some insane? We could have given the Jazz 5 first-round draft picks for Mitchell Robinson. 5, 6 maybe.
Right.
But they still wanted R.J. Barrett. So it was like, no, you're not getting 5 first-round draft picks on R.J. Barrett. Sorry to tell you. I don't care if it's 23, 24, and 25 or whatever the fuck it is. You're not getting 5 of the motherfuckers in R.J. He's not that good.
Right.
We might hit on 1. I mean, so, yeah, trade. I'm okay with trading Quickly. I'm okay with trading Cam Reddish, too.
Oh, yeah, Cam Reddish. You're not going to get much for him, but that's okay.
No. Somebody's interested. There's a couple teams interested in him. I'm like,
he's one of those guys who's going to be Cam Reddish for a second rounder for the next 10 years.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
I'll take it. Give us a second rounder. We'll just
All right.
keep adding to the draft picks.
So you're waiting for Barrett to get back. Warriors got Curry back.
You got Curry back today. It was
not the result we wanted.
Wasn't what you expected.
Yeah, I know he shot.
At home, also, I should note, the game was at home. Where you were almost invincible.
We're almost invincible, and then guess who rolls into town was Detroit. The Pistons, my other favorite team, roll into town, and Sadiq Bey, my favorite team. Sadiq Bey hits a 3-pointer at the buzzer. 1 second left on the clock when the play started.
Yes.
Out of bounds. All you have to do is not let him shoot. He chucks up something wild. This is right after Clay had hit a shot to put us in the lead, and I was like, everyone's all excited. Clay, what's up? Big time player. Clay is back, by the way. Clay's back.
He is back. He's put up some pretty monstrous games.
Monstrous games. 29 tonight. Solid.
Matt came in the night Detroit won. So Matt came in. So Matt came in and he's playing pool and he's like, and the game replayed. They replayed the game at noon, and he's like, "Oh my god, I got to relive this horrible game." I was like, "Relive what horrible game?" So I turned to look up and I was like, "Oh yeah, I heard you guys lost on a last-second shot by the Pistons. That one's got to be killing the Goop."
Oh man.
Because
I didn't know what to do.
So confused. He's like,
so happy.
"Yeah, we got a good victory. We needed that one." Oh shit, the Pistons.
Right, I'm trying to get the Pistons into the Wembanyama sweepstakes.
Yeah, it's all about. Listen, a new segment of basketball. We're going to shoot it up here in a minute. We're going to get to the Warriors segment.
You could have just shot it up right there.
We'll just do it right now. Let's go for it. So listen, we're going to do a little thing here. A new little segment of the show. The Wembanyama draft positioning right now, or who's got it? Sweepstakes is the Rockets have a 1-game lead on the Pistons.
Yeah, the fucking Rockets have been 1-9. They're the worst team in the league right now. They're trying less hard. They're tanking way better than the Pistons. I don't like it.
When you're shooting up 3-pointers to beat the Warriors at home, yeah, you don't deserve.
Hey, yeah, Pistons are still trying. We're just hashtag Scoot Henderson, maybe.
You know what? If you get second pick, you get Scoot.
That's right. I'll take some Scoot.
What's Scoot play though? Doesn't he play Ivy's position?
Pretty much.
It's not going to work.
It's not the best matchup, but Cade Cunningham is like 6'8", so we'll just put Scoot and Ivy in the backcourt. Cade Cunningham be the point
the wing,
forward.
Yeah, okay.
And then we'll just run.
And run without the 7-5.
Yeah, well, Duran's 7-1 and he's 19. He'll run.
We got a bunch of runners.
Right.
You guys
so,
are
hey,
built.
Leverdown sweepstakes. Houston takes the lead for tanking more, but Pistons are definitely still in the game.
It's all a lottery.
Yeah.
Person with the fourth pick and the fourth place person.
I mean, this is probably a thing, but the Spurs are right there outside the worst couple teams, and if they don't, every year the Spurs are in the lottery, they get Tim Duncan or David Harris, David Robinson. Don't be surprised if the Spurs walk away with Wembanyama. I don't like it, but
another 4 or 5 championships for the Spurs.
Fucking Spurs, man.
Fucking Spurs, man. I hate those guys.
Yeah, I'm mad already. That hasn't even happened.
We're not making a prediction. We're just telling you what has happened.
It probably will happen.
No, what has happened in the past?
The Spurs, yeah.
Because the Spurs
they
take that. They get that.
They get number 1.
Yeah. Like, what the fuck? I know the time we got Patrick Ewing, we knew the lottery was rigged.
Totally.
But we haven't gotten anything since the Patrick Ewing thing. So go Knicks.
So go Knicks.
Go Knicks. Yeah.
Should we hit the segment?
Yeah, do it.
All right. So FB and the GOOB present top 3 NBA performances of the week. And we're going to start out at number 3, Jason Tatum. They put a beat down of Dallas. He beat Luka. He threw up the triple-double. 29, 14, and 10.
I heard...
and they stopped Dallas' win streak. That was a big win for Boston, a statement game.
That's a huge statement game. I heard Tatum and Brown, they're the top scoring duo in all the NBA.
Oh yeah, they set records all the time.
77 points a game.
They both score 30 a game.
Yeah, so it's like, wow, you guys are fucking insane.
Doing the DraftKings thing and everything, you're always trying to which one's gonna. They just so consistent. Right. Every game they both score.
So search and take Brown and Tatum. So make sure you can somehow get those 2 guys and then figure out how to get the rest.
Well, if you need steady stuff, you're always trying to hit your ceilings.
Sure.
That's the thing about DraftKings. If you don't want to lose points, throw those guys in there. Very consistent.
Right. Consistency is huge.
All right, so that was my 3rd best performance of the week. Obviously, there was a few we missed. Jamal Murray, Luka, and Mitchell had great games individually, but they lost most of those games.
Right.
So I didn't include them on here. So my number 2 performance of the week, Lauri Markkanen, Utah Jazz.
Okay.
Put up 49.
Yeah. So I saw the 4-9 past his name. I was like, shoot, 49. God damn, bro.
Yeah, for a guy that's averaged 16 points a game for his career.
Right.
Now he's stepping up. He's having a good year, 24.5 and 8 for Utah.
That's good.
He's the reason they're
wow. Utah's been floating around that.
Yeah, they're sinking, but
right, they're still up there.
But he's a force. And number 1, we got to go back to your Knicks actually. Brunson. He had 2 games actually that probably qualified. The one I'm not going to count is the 44 points, which is career high in the loss
against the Bucks.
He
did everything he could.
He did.
44 points. That guy never scores 44 points.
That would have been game of the week if they'd have pulled off the win. But the win against the Spurs, where he had 38, 7, and 6, and hit those 2 step backs in the last minute, he just iced it. He was like, ice, Brunson, Knicks, game over. And that's my number 1 performance of the week.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping for Barrett to be the number 1 player in the team, but it might just be Brunson.
He's proven to be worth that contract.
He's kind of worth what we did, huh?
That's true.
I don't know. I know his dad's on the team as some kind of player advisor or whatever the fuck he is, but yeah, kids on fire.
Yeah,
I can't wait to get Barrett back. Actually, Barrett's who I think is the best player in the team is RJ Barrett.
Yeah,
I think he's the future and the superstar of the team, and Brunson is pretty much.
And Randall's just like talking about me. I get 30 and 10 all the time.
I know, please. I know, Jewish Randall. Nobody says a word about him. Jewish 30 and 10 every game. Great hairdo. Nobody talks about him.
Yeah,
sucks.
It does. Kevin Durant out for a month.
Yeah,
maybe that'll hurt the Nets. Hopefully, because boo Nets.
It should. Simmons and Kyrie is not.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. They're 1-1 since Durant's hurt, so 50-50.
That's not bad. We were searching for Blake Griffin and where he was. Celtics. He's on the Celtics.
Is he really?
Yeah. So
Nice.
now we found him. I was looking for him. I was like, "Where's Waldo?"
Right.
Found that
He's
fucker.
hiding in the green patches.
He's hiding in the green patches. Found Waldo. So there he is. So yeah, basketball. Very soon here. Nothing else to talk about. You'll get an earful of basketball every.
Check in next week for the top 3 performances of next week. Sponsored by
The Good Time Tavern.
the Good Time Tavern.
Right. That's who sponsors everything. Thank God for those people.
Thank God.
Thank God.
They must be broke.
They must be sponsoring this shitty show. Baseball.
Baseball.
Not a lot. There's not a lot, but there is a couple.
I'll be
big-
honest. Giants fans are just happy that there isn't a lot.
There isn't a lot, but there is. But it is the Giants. We've come to an end of an era, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
Brandon Belt is no longer a Giant, which means I'm hoping I get to take one of these bobbleheads down and toss it in the trash. No.
It's possible. No, I don't think I ever got a Brandon in.
Oh,
Yeah, Brandon Belt was the consummate Giant for the last 10 years.
I believe. Was he on every World Series winning team?
I believe he was.
Yeah,
Maybe
Brandon.
the first one he missed.
Yeah, Brandon Belt.
At least a 2-time world champ.
Into an era. End of an era.
You know what? We always thought you were going to be better. But hey, you were pretty good.
You were solid.
Brandon Belt.
Grit and
Thanks,
determination. That's what I think when I think about Brandon Belt. Just to let you know.
I think about Laugh.
What do you think about Brandon Belt?
Potential.
The potential. You thought about the potential.
Thought about potential.
You know who else was potential for 2 different teams?
Who's that?
Man, I don't understand what this dude's doing. I don't understand why the Giants almost signed him and then the Mets almost signed him. And he just went back to the team he was with, the Twins.
The Carlos Correa
The
saga.
Carlos Carrera saga. That was the weirdest thing. I've never seen that before.
Right?
I've never seen 10 years, $3 billion, 10 years, $3 billion.
He must have like a degenerate bone or something. Where
6 years, $200 million.
Every doctor's like, you know what? I think it's just going to disintegrate in like 7 years.
Yeah.
They're
Listen.
like, can't pay for 13, bro.
No, right. I don't even understand.
And then the Twins just take him back for a discount.
Right.
And they're like, yeah, this was our plan. We planted the fake ankle in Korea.
It doesn't make any sense.
That's how these little small town teams like the Pirates and Twins are going to get over it. Take the players, make them look injured, get them back cheaper.
Yeah, I don't know. Is that what it is?
I don't think so. I think it's crazy.
No, I was shocked by it. I kept following him. When I saw he was back, that he'd gone back to the Twins for 6 years, I was just like,
Maybe he's a communist.
I thought that guy signed with the fucking Mets.
Pending a physical.
Every time pending a physical, and every time it failed. So
Something must be wrong. Giants don't look as stupid anymore. Yay.
not much on baseball, but I just was shocked by the whole deal, and I just had to mention it that I made no sense, and it was just completely stupid. A waste of everybody's time.
Correct.
Thank you, Mr. Carrera. So, hockey.
Hockey, baby.
Still beating you, so.
You are beating us by 5 points.
5 points now. So,
It's brutal.
Go through your little happy highlights.
I don't know. Penguins, well, we played like 2 of the worst teams we played in the last few weeks. And we put a pounding to them. 4-1. We won the other day. And today, we're actually down 3-0 and we scored 5 consecutive goals. It was just like goal, 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 goal. Malkin had 2. Crosby had 1. Everyone looked good.
So 5 in a row.
5 in a row. Yeah, no, you should have seen my face after the first 3 goals.
Goals coming.
I should have
Goals
IG'd
coming.
after 3 goals. For them, I was like, And then we just scored 5 in a row, and I was making hot dogs and flipping quinoa rice all around and all sorts of crazy stuff.
Nice.
So yeah, Penguins look good, got a win. You guys beat the Minnesota Wild in a shootout.
Shootout.
Yeah, no, all the games in hockey were really exciting today.
Shootout is good for wins. I love shootout wins.
Yeah.
Makes it exciting. And 5 points ahead of the Penguins.
Yeah. And, well, I got to say something about Boston. They're 10 points clear of everyone in the NHL. Not their division, not their conference, just everyone.
Everyone.
Boston is just killing
Well,
it.
we get one of those every fucking year. One of those every. Oh, jeez.
Still hasn't lost at home. I don't think we get this.
Guys
every
are
year.
out of here.
I'm pretty sure they're setting weird records about how many points they have after so many games. And hey, Sharks are still better than Anaheim.
No. Hey, Sharks fans. Connie, Dan, you guys, still ahead of better. You're still better than Anaheim, and I'll be honest with you, that's all you give a shit about. So, Yeah, college. You're happy about basketball? Oh, wait a minute. No, we're totally pissed off about basketball. 2-3 in the last 5. We suck. Alabama killed us. South Carolina beat us. Well, it was on the last second. I thought, oh, shit, missed.
You're talking about Kentucky.
Yeah.
Right. You have to mention who you're talking about. Some people don't know that you're a Kentucky fan.
I know. Kentucky Wildcats. I'm sorry. I'm so sad. He knows everything, so he's like, you talking about your fucking...
Can't be an inside joke anymore.
Yeah, it's not an inside joke anymore. Yeah, Kentucky Wildcats. We've lost 2 out of the last 3, and...
Yeah, worst start in the SEC since 1987.
Holy shit! That's who's playing on the team in 1987.
That was Kenny Walker. It was
Kenny Walker, Kenny Sky Eye Walker. Holy shit, man!
Nah, that was probably 85.
Yeah, it was way earlier than that. He was a Knick and night. He was probably retired in 1987 from the Knicks, asshole. Kenny Sky Eye Walker. I don't believe that. Rex Chapman. Maybe.
Stat guy, 87 Wildcats roster.
Yeah.
Look that up.
That's possible. Rex Chapman. I'm going to say Rex Chapman, maybe. Ray Mercer.
Ray Mercer. I think that's very possible. I think it was drafted in 86. Maybe it was the Ray Mercer team.
Ray Mercer. I'm going to go Ray Mercer and Antonio Walker.
No.
As rookies.
Antonio Walker was never not number 1 ever.
He was the worst dribbler ever. If you're watching Antonio Walker, you were the worst.
Crossover.
You were the worst dribbler ever in the history of basketball. Watching you dribble was like watching... I don't know. I could say a lot of bad things right now and probably never be talked to ever again, but just watching you dribble was horrible, man. It was like, stop dribbling, man. Just pass it to somebody and get the ball for a shot or something later. I don't know.
Yeah, so you guys are off to a bad start.
Bad start. You're not any better.
Carolina, not a great start either.
Or what do you have, 11 wins? We have 10? I have 11 and you have...
We're 11-6, you're 8-8.
No, we're fucking not, are we? We're not 8-8, are we? That's terrible.
That's what I looked at.
No, I thought we had 10 wins. No, maybe not. I don't fucking... We're terrible.
You know what? If we had a better sack guy, we would know the answer to this.
We need to... Yeah,
all I know is, we're not good. We won a couple home games. We lost to Pittsburgh and Virginia on the road. Our star center got hurt.
Right.
So that's not good.
But as you predicted at the end of last year, the fact that all your homies came back was going to be a great year. And
yeah.
Calipari said it today. This game comes in waves. We got a long way to go. Let's see what happens in March, motherfuckers.
That's right.
That's what John Calipari said. He said it.
You know what? Yeah.
Verbatim.
Even Dukes for out of the top 25 are really borderline. So all these blue teams, we'll be there in the end.
Duke?
Even Duke kind of sucks this year.
Well, Duke lost her.
Oh yeah, so Purdue finally lost. If we want to get off our teams into the regular stuff.
And they're out of number 1 now.
Right. Houston, Kansas, and Purdue look like the 3 best teams. Houston's back in the number 1 spot.
Right. Kansas looks pretty good.
Cool facts though. New Mexico, who was undefeated there a little bit ago.
Right. Yeah. We talked about that. What happened?
So I checked their roster. They lost, but they have Jamal Mashburn Jr.
Oh, that's Jamal. That's Kentucky Wildcat all the way, baby.
And Richard Pitino. Rick Pitino's
kid. Kentucky Wildcat probably coached. Jamal Mashburn was probably coached by Rick Pitino on the Kentucky Wildcats in the 80s.
How awesome is that? So they're basically running like Kentucky, New Mexico style out here.
That is insane.
So we should keep an eye on the
Rick Pitino's kid.
Lobos.
Rick Pitino's kid is playing with Jamal Mashburn's kid. Or coaching. Oh, Pitino's kid's coaching. Yeah, Pitino's kid's coaching. That's right. It's holy.
So yeah,
that's insane.
The teacher and the son and the
Jamal
son of the teacher.
Mashburn and Rick Pitino win a national championship in the 80s?
Man, I wish you had known that answer before you asked that out loud.
I wish I knew you were going to
throw. No.
I wish I knew you were going to throw this Richie Jr. Mashburn Jr. Is Rex Chapman, stat guy, Rex Chapman on that? Is Rex Chapman on there? No? Damn. Ray Mercer? Antoine Walker?
They don't know.
Damn. We'll get it.
So so that's fun. So there's some fun college basketball stuff.
Oh man, we have so much college basketball. I can't wait. College basketball only gets funner, and we're gonna run with it too. Once this football season is completely finished, we are gonna completely run with it and go college basketball and college. Well, that's it, college basketball.
Yeah, because we haven't talked about football yet.
Richard Pitino,
which was embarrassing. I mean,
I blame this guy fucking right here. What a shitty, not a shitty. Hey, let's beat the Michigan. Yeah, they did beat Michigan. But maybe they shouldn't have been there, and maybe it should have been Tennessee or LSU.
Listen, how can you reward teams for having like the best season in the history of their school if you're just going to be like, oh, never mind?
You give them the Chick-fil-A Bowl.
No, but that's not fun.
You give them the Argentina-Brazil Bowl.
You give them the chance to be USA versus Russia. You give them the chance to be Haiti versus England in cricket.
Were you looking for somebody on an announcement to go, do you believe in miracles, ladies and gentlemen? Is that what you were looking for?
Well, I thought like the sound guy was going to do it.
Oh, I thought you were hoping for it.
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely. Anytime you get a team that's not quite as good as, let's just say Georgia, 65-7, won a national championship game.
65-7. Georgia scored on 11. We are pretty much 11 straight possessions.
Every time they got the ball.
That's 9 touchdowns and 3 field goals is how you get 65 points. And how you get 7 points is by scoring 1 touchdown and not doing another fucking thing for the rest of the game. It was...
Yeah, the Horned Frogs were embarrassing. I'll be honest.
It was pretty embarrassing. I actually remember that
Michigan beat them up that bad.
That purple jersey that I was wearing last week, I
the
burned
color of their skin.
out of just sadness. I just burned it. I like, oh my god, 65.
We actually organically recycled it.
We organically recycled it in a green organic recycling waste bag. We tied it.
Right.
We threw it in a recycling bag.
Right.
I mean,
so the championship game was a bust. I mean, it was hard to watch.
Listen, last week was the championship. When those 2 games on Saturday happened, that was 2 of the best bowl games I've ever seen in my life. For it to end with one of the worst... Yeah. It was the Niners versus the Chargers in the Super Bowl. That's how fucking bad it was. That game after
great memory.
That game after the first quarter, I just said, "No, I'm just partying for the rest of the game," because I don't think it matters anymore. Because I think it's 56-3. They said pretty close,
right? So at this point, I mean, we're always talking about who's number 1 and number 2 next year, and everyone's already putting Ohio State and Georgia.
Georgia, yeah,
2-1 or 1-2.
2-1 or 1-2, yeah. Well, no, I saw 1 Georgia 2. Both lose quarterbacks.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. How can you be the number 1 team in the nation when?
No, they said Georgia's next quarterback is ridiculous.
But you never know.
And Bauer comes back, and that defense. You saw what the defense did. They rotated the whole time.
I just wanted to give props to Bear Alexander. Bear, man. Anytime Carter came out, Bear Alexander walked in and got a sack.
Right, that's what I mean.
Bear Alexander.
So that's what I mean. So
how cool is that?
They're not losing anything. Because that guy who's going to get drafted in the first 2 or 3 picks.
Sure, but I mean, Stetson Bennett and C.J. Stroud, they spent a couple, they had a year or 2 where they didn't win a national championship. Am I right?
Yeah, C.J. Stroud's never won a national championship. I know. I mean, if you're asking me if C.J. Stroud took a couple years before he won his national championship, yep, still waiting on it.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? If Ohio State would have not allowed that last second touchdown by Georgia and only had 54 seconds and missed the field goal and played TCU, we'd be the national fucking champions right now because we would have butt-fucked TCU.
Wow. Yep. Yeah, that's true.
That's true. We would have. I think everything they had was spent on Michigan, and when they got to that next game, they just were like, "Damn, everything we had was spent on the team that should have beat us." So I don't know. That's how I felt about it. I was like,
I got to go with the fact that I think our incoming quarterback at Penn State is going to be better than whoever takes over for Ohio State, and that's my only chance. Because
no, I'm pretty sure he's a 5-star kid. He's just sitting in the rank.
That's fine. I've seen my guy throw. I haven't seen your guy throw yet.
And with the other 5-star, no, you've been talking. You were really excited about this quarterback. Yeah. You said Mahomes Jr. What'd you say?
Josh Allen Jr.
Josh Allen Jr. Sorry, Josh. Didn't mean to insult you with that Mahomes.
Yeah, no, they put Penn State at 6. They put Georgia, Ohio State.
Dude, you guys won a Rose Bowl this year and are in the top 6 next year. Feeling good.
Trending upwards.
Trending upwards
in Happy Valley.
Sure. Penn State fans trending upwards. Happy Valley is a happy place.
A lot of our most of our defense is coming back. Everyone but Joey Porter. But check this out: All right, so we lose Joey Porter and Jair Wilson.
Mm-hmm.
2 top guys, but we're replacing them with, check out these names, King Mac.
King Mac. Why do you always
and Storm Duck. Storm Duck is coming to the rescue in Happy Valley. So we got Mac and Duck. It's going to be fun.
You always seem to have a king.
Sure.
You've never had a Storm.
But we never had a Mr. Mac. We've had Mr. Kings.
You've never had a Storm Mac.
Never had a Storm Mac or a Storm Duck. I don't think we've had any. I don't
think you've had any kind of inclement weather ever.
Not name-wise.
Not name-wise on your team.
No, we're Happy Valley. Don't mind the snow.
Well, you're losing to Joe. We're not losing to Joe. And in that case, it's time for fan shout-outs.
Yeah.
So, our favorite Joe, and the only Joe that matters, Joe B.
Joe B.
Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's to you, Joe. Love you. May 2023 be a good year for you, too, and all of your followers. Thanks, Joe. So, to everyone else watching this show or following or listening, Joe B is wishing you the best.
Nice. We pass it forward. Share.
Sure. And thank you for wishing us the best, because sometimes we could use it. So,
always,
Joe.
These smiles are mostly real.
Yeah. Sometimes. Most of them are. All right. Thanks, Joe.
Thanks, Joe.
Shout outs.
Arizona sucks.
Shout outs. We got like 3 shout outs.
I'm
gonna start today. Okay. I want to start today.
No, I want to start.
No, I want to start today.
On.
I always get to finish, and you always get to start, and I want to start this time. I want to shout out 2 gentlemen of fantasy football, Jeff and Craig. Thanks, guys. Thanks for handling it. Thanks for dealing with a bad situation.
Being a commissioner in fantasy football this year was
rough for the last game of the year. So thanks for honestly, thanks for Craig standing up, the coach of Money Shot, and saying that I'm cool with co-champion, split the money. That made my life a whole lot simpler without any bullshit and stress and arguing between friends. And then Jeff, way to concede and say, I don't think I was going to win that game, and I think that it just goes to Craig. So congratulations to Craig.
Solid.
Coach of Money Shot, 2-time champion and back-to-back champion of the Tri-Valley Fantasy Football League. Congratulations, Craig. And good job, buddy. And trophy ring coming your way. And shout out to 2 guys handling it the correct way. And
I mean, Wretched Balls, we just donated it to Turtles.
So
whichever way you did it, it's fine.
Well, yeah, shoot, you guys really should learn from Wretched Balls and get your shit together and donate that shit to the Turtles, because they need it more than you. But you just greedily keep
like
it,
bank
you
cards
bastards.
better, but...
I'm taking my shout out back, you fuck cocksuckers. I didn't know you donated it to Turtles. You never mentioned that to me. Fucking pricks.
Free Willy.
Free Willy. Not a good day, that's all right. My second shout out, because I'm just going to continue to go with my shout out since I started on my ended. Reggie Bush, College Hall of Fame, baby.
Hey. Honestly, after all these Wendy's commercials, I feel like I know Reggie now.
I feel like I know Reggie now, too. I'll tell you what. He made one play. He hit the sideline. He stopped on the sideline. He just literally stopped. His face almost hit the ground, but he somehow came back flexing. And then this dude, ran right out of bounds because he's supposed to tackle him. And then he cut this way and he ran for a touchdown.
Got him.
Greatest play I've ever saw in my life. That national championship game between Texas and USC, Reggie Bush and
greatest game of all time.
Bud Fumble Sanchez and Vince Young, and who was the receiver? God damn it, for Texas. Texas had a really good.
It was a Johnson.
It was. Andre? No. What one of the greatest games ever. But to watch Reggie Bush play that game was fabulous. So shout out Reggie Bush to the College Hall of Fame.
Absolutely. I have a lot more to mention. I mean, Reggie Bush, 5th in the Heisman as a sophomore, won it as a junior.
One of the best college running backs I've ever seen.
200 carries, 1,740 yards. I mean, he just, every time he touched the ball, it was 9 yards.
60 yards in average.
It was like 9 yards.
Something like that.
But I got to mention, all right, so I kept most of this stuff a secret. So these are the other guys to make College Football Hall of Fame 2023. Eric Berry, Safety, Tennessee. Dwight Freeney. Defensive end, Syracuse.
Indianapolis Colt legend.
Legend.
Eric Berry is a Kansas City Chief safety legend too, just to let you know.
Right.
I'll fill in the pro part.
And here we go. We got Derek Johnson, linebacker from Texas.
Wow. There's a great,
Another Chief.
Another Chief.
All right, we got...
that's two Chiefs. That's two Chiefs going to the college jazz.
Yeah.
Never won Super Bowls in that time either.
We got... I didn't write his first name down, but Kuechly from Carolina.
Yeah. What was fucking...
Boston College.
Yeah. What's his name? He's a great line. He's one of the toughest.
Kuechly.
He's one of the toughest linebackers of all time, man.
Right, he was a badass.
Yeah, that dude was a badass, man. That dude's one of the blood down the face kind of linebackers. You know what I mean?
All right, and then Jeremy Macklin from Missouri.
Macklin, Philadelphia Eagles.
Right, I was jersey sitting in that closet back
I do have that Macklin jersey.
And then we're gonna go with a couple running backs: Brian Westbrook from Nova and D'Angelo Williams from
another
Memphis.
Eagle.
D'Angelo, man, how sick was he?
D'Angelo, did you say D'Angelo Williams?
Yeah, I think
Carolina Panthers.
I got his jersey.
I had to finish my part too.
All right, and
wow, that might be the greatest inductees.
We got two more.
Holy shit!
Troy Vincent.
That's another fucking Eagle. Oh no, it's an Eagle, but it's also a
Dolphin.
Dolphin, Patriot. Okay, cool.
A pro wherever he went.
Pro wherever he went.
And then the last one,
superstar.
Tim Tebow.
Oh Jesus Christ! Oh, sorry.
He had fucking goddamn it.
Sorry. Yeah, I mean that guy's truly a
college Hall of Famer for sure. I mean, he was the Mac Daddy
that guy's
in college.
Top 50 Hall of Fame player of all time. College football player of all time.
Oh, absolutely.
Hard spirit, leads your team. Shish Goomba, win one for the Gipper.
Right, everyone's not drinking beers on the floor because Tebow's like, come on, guys, we have to go study.
Jesus Christ is with us.
Jesus Christ
is with us.
All right, so I thought that's a great Hall of Fame class. A lot of those guys meant a lot to a lot of people.
Dude, that's fantastic.
Yeah, good time.
You know how many players you mentioned that are just some of my favorite football players in football? Troy Vincent, love that guy. Brian Westbrook. I love Brian Westbrook. You know how many fantasy football games I won because of Brian Westbrook? Are you fucking kidding me? So that's fabulous. Awesome. Who else we got? We got any more shout outs?
Oh yeah,
can we beat that?
I got a little shout out.
A little shout out.
Yeah, the American Michaela Schifrin. She's a downhill slalom skier.
Michaela Schifrin, I know she is.
Yeah, she finally
watch fucking skiing before.
She finally tied Lindsey Vonn for the most World Cup skiing championships or titles. I'm not really sure what you call it.
Hey man, anytime you can tie the Miss Vonn.
Yeah, you know what? Take stuff from Lindsey Vonn.
Yeah,
that's what Tiger likes.
Right?
Oh wait, that's something else.
Tiger, no, Tiger never took anything from her.
No, probably. She probably took some.
She probably took stuff from him.
Anyway, she was sick today, finished second, so we got to wait a week to see if she takes the all-time record.
Probably going to happen.
And we're probably not going to mention it at the end, but...
Still a shout-out.
I bet she gets it.
I bet she gets it, too. I bet you she gets lots of things in life.
There you go.
I seen a picture of her. Pretty girl. Good for you.
I'm not going to get into the butt stuff.
On that note, I'm FB.
I'm the Goob.
Peace.